Hi, I'm Eric Ford for Made Here. In September of 2016, former Vermont band Madaila closed Main Street in downtown Burlington and brought 1,000 people out for its inaugural Madaila on Main festival. New Hampshire filmmaker Mike Mooney captures the band's high-energy performance and learns more from the band themselves about what brought them together. Although the band is no longer together, On Main captures a moment in time at the peak of Madaila's rise in Vermont. If you're a fan of the band, be sure to check out the Vermont PBS original series Bardo, A Night in a Life. Madaila was featured in a Season 1 episode. We also have another Made Here film directed by Mike Mooney called 100 Head, Heart, Feet, about the Vermont 100 endurance race. You can watch all of these films on broadcast or streaming online at vermontpbs.org. Enjoy the film, and thanks for watching.
Hey, good looking, what you doing? Skippity-doo, skippity-rinky. Yeah, name's Lonnie Betts. I don't think I need to spell it out. Lonnie-Betts, Lonnie Betts. Remember it. I am from Vegas. Las Vegas, ever heard of it? Born and raised. Yeah. Am I a fan of Madaila? I guess so, they're pretty good. They pay me to promote their shows. I'm mainly in it for the money. Wait, I shouldn't have said that. Don't print that. Don't do it. Cut that out. I don't know, I was doing my residency at the Bellagio, they called me up. They needed a promo guy. I heard about them because they contacted me. But I think they're a pretty talented group of guys.
That's Realization, the new single off Madaila's new record, Traces. This is Mike Luoma, and you're listening to 104.7 The Point, Vermont's independent radio network. For all of you early morning Madaila fans, lace up those dancing shoes because Madaila on Main happens tonight. It's going to be one magical live performance. If you've been holed up in a cave for the past year and haven't heard, Madaila is shutting down Main Street. Madaila is shutting down Main Street. No band in Vermont has ever done this before. Madaila is shutting down the busiest street in all of Vermont, right there in front of Nectar's. So get down there early and see the pitch black brass band kick off the show. We're being told there's going to be a wild and funky marching band happening through the streets of Burlington. Music on a central thoroughfare can only mean one thing: Madaila on Main.
Sorry to wreck your day, folks.
Like how I felt in big sports games in high school.
This is fine, right?
Yeah. Oh, that guy in a little coat.
steady, keep your balance. Our ellipsis is a middle ground. Sure, please just give it room to grow. Try to understand, say, life will vary from the ways that you play. There's holes within the system, breaking down the rhythm. Life inside a prism, and go by all the noises. Remember that you're different. That should be sufficient. Know that you're consistent. Know that just I never can see. It's my personality, tightly wound around the soul. Born into it, undo this nature of mine. Never wanna build you up, never wanna bring it down. Keep it steady, keep your balance. Our ellipsis is a middle ground. Never wanna build you up, never wanna bring it down. Keep it steady, keep your balance. Our ellipsis is a middle ground. Sound and light reflected when I step outside. You talk to me. What I hear and what I see will lead me where I wanna be. Sound and light reflected when I step outside. You talk to me. What I hear and what I see will lead me. Oh, she says that I'm free. Oh, she says that I'm free. Says that I'm free. Oh, she says that I'm free. Oh. Never wanna build you up, never wanna bring you down. Keep it steady, keep your balance. Our ellipsis says that I'm free. Never wanna build you up. Oh, she says that I'm free. Steady, keep your balance. Our ellipsis is holes within the system, breaking down the rhythm. Tightly wound around the soul. She says that I'm free.
I grew up with Mr. Daly and Mr. Meyer in beautiful Mary Hogan Elementary School. I'm 2 years younger than Eric and Mark, so I knew of both of them. Mark, I think I knew of first because he was the cool guy. Yeah, Mark was the cool guy.
My name's Blake, but my friends call me B-Leg. My name is Lindsay Lichman, and I am hip to the theme. Name's Lonnie Betts. My name is Chishal. I was probably like 10. I started writing and performing plays with my cousins. By 1 or 2 plays, I started like writing scripts ahead of time so we'd have more time to rehearse when they showed up. So I think from an early age, I just liked to act and perform and be silly. I am such a big fan of Madaila. Am I a fan of Madaila? I guess so, they're pretty good. I go dancing after I eat my shrimp scampi. And I eat the shrimp scampi, suck up the noodles, and then I go dance all night long on ecstasy. I don't think I was aware that I loved to be in front of people, but I did kind of sense the adrenaline and that like anticipation that was really exhilarating.
I saw you fade into the night, fear of watching. Didn't waste your time, distance increasing as you dance, drifting backward. Missed another chance to finally let it out and tell you how I feel. Tearing at the seams, hate to create a theme. Why must this follow me? I don't ever want to keep a secret. I don't ever want to keep a secret. I don't ever really want to fall apart. I don't ever want to see the dark. Thank you so much.
I was aware of Mark being an athlete and dating all the hottest girls in the school and playing in the jazz band. I knew of the Meyer Boys and the various bands that Mark and Eric played in.
I think probably when we were 14 or 15, we would just jam as a duo. He'd play drums and I would play keyboard or piano.
Eric and I had started our current studio, and Mark was making all these incredible songs by himself and playing as Play-Doh ears to backing tracks and stuff. And we had heard the songs a million times and loved them and saw the immediate potential in working with someone that we had had so much history with.
I don't wanna rest till I have found it. I don't wanna wind up dying alone. There's no need to hide it. Yeah, we're all looking for one thing. Love. Heart is sinking to the floor. I needed you, but you needed more. The time has come. Our time has come. Drive away with no return. But lessons in my head about being burned. I tried so hard. I tried so hard. But you gave up long ago. I was clueless, but I think I had the right to know. You messed me up. You messed me up. Oh, why must this be? I deserve someone to comfort me. I don't wanna rest till I have found it. I don't wanna wind up dying alone. There's no need to hide. Yeah, we're all looking for one thing. Clutch your wheel with all my pain. I gotta have faith so I don't curse your name. They take control. They take control. The open road, she keeps me straight. No dead that's ever gonna seal my fate. I must move on. I must move on. It's all in how you see. Someone is right there looking for me. I know. Make some noise, everybody. I clutch my chest. I raise my hand. Where is the God? What is the plan? Push down my foot. Pick up my speed. Where is my home? Why must I roam? I don't wanna rest
and went to drop another friend off at Shelburne Farms for a gig, and Mark was playing, opening for this other person that I was dropping off. We were on our way to the precipice, and he was like, yo, you have to hear this. I'm playing with these guys tonight. He didn't say who it was. He was like, I'm playing with this band after we were in the soul band at the time. And he played me Give Me All Your Love, and I freaked. I like flipped out. I was like, who is this? How did you get this gig? Like, I thought it was somebody famous. And I was like, my mind was just racing. Like, how did Lee Anderson, the owner of the Radio Bean, who put on the festival, I was like, how did he afford this? Like, where are they staying? Are they flying in from somewhere? Like, all these thoughts were racing through my head. And he's like, oh, it's Mark. It's Mark Daly and like Eric. And I was like, what? Freaked out. And so I was like, there's no way that you guys need a drummer, right? And he was like, well, actually. And then I was like, I'm in. I want to be in the band.
To use of pretending this time, but we need to contain it. Friends, we are playing. Fight back the urge to keep myself from saying. Smoke rings from your lips, sudden tripped up on the words when I try. Haze filled glaze from a cigarette, face brings a fog creeping into my mind. But we need to contain it. Friends, we are playing. Fight back the urge to keep myself from saying. Let's break the rules. Come and dance with me, yeah. Oh, come and dance with me, yeah. Come and dance with me. Come and dance with us. Come and dance with us all night long, right over there. Woo-hoo. Hey. Give me all your love. Don't hesitate. Give you all my love. Give you all my love. Give me all your love. Give me all your love. Don't hesitate. It's time to pray. Sing it. Give me all your love. Just concentrate. It's time to pray. Give me all your love. Give me all your love. Don't hesitate. It's time to pray. Give me all my love. Give me all my love. Just concentrate. 1, 2, 3, 4. Give me all your love. Give me all your love. Don't hesitate. It's time to pray. Give me all my love. Give me all my love. Just concentrate. It's time to pray. as if I dare. Soak in the love breathing in the air. Two souls fuse into one faithful night. High in the clouds, someone taking flight. Well, you made an offer, won't refuse. You made an offer, won't refuse. I can't leave you now. I can't leave you now. I'm in your grasp. I can't leave you now. I can't leave you. It'll be my past. I can't leave you now. 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 Can't leave you now. I can't leave you now. I'm in your grasp. I can't leave you now. I can't leave you. It'll be my past. Made an offer, won't refuse. Made an offer, won't refuse. Get those hands out, everybody! On the way back, show us those hands. Madaila, Mooney, this is a historical event that's never happened before, and you're all part of it. Thank you.
Yeah.
I want to make sure these people are taking good care of you. Would you like a bite of my sandwich?
He offered me a sandwich. I said, does this sandwich have fresh tomatoes? Was that fresh tomato?
Yeah. Okay. They put it in or something.
That's not fresh tomato. I can't have a bite of that. I took a bite. Definitely did not hit it out of his hand. Nice gesture, though. Good kid.
Somebody's gonna have to pick that up, Monty.
Here's an oldie. Well, the sun she spreads light all across my town, summer's drifting away. I've been holed up for so long, but the time has come gonna take me? What should I do? Pick up the pieces and move on. I'm just trying to be heard. Need your full attention, every single word. I am gonna do what I wanna do what I wanna do. Keep on pushing through. Listen closely to my words, screaming at the top of my lungs so I am heard. I am gonna do what I wanna do what I wanna do. Keep on pushing through. You can't put a price tag on your happiness, doesn't work like that. Money doesn't solve it all, it can steal your heart, leave you searching to the end. Well, I'd rather die than to follow something other than my passions and dreams. What's the motherfucking point of investing yourself where your heart doesn't lie? I'm just trying to be heard. Need your full attention to every single word. I am gonna do what I wanna do what I wanna do. Keep on pushing through. Listen closely to my words, screaming at the top of my lungs so I am heard. I am gonna do what I wanna do what I wanna do. Keep on pushing through. Madaila and Mooney, make some noise! Hey!
I think it was just trying to create a new, different experience, make it more than a show, make it more unique and special, being in a different place, not in a normal club where people see shows all the time. I'd say it ties into our concept as a band too, of trying to be weird. Whatever you can do to elevate the experience and make it more than just a concert. Gotta credit Nectars. They took a chance on us and have been so supportive and gambled on us, even when we're a new band, when, you know, no one could have came to the show. Shutting down Main Street for the first time ever seemed like a step up. Because it was a hometown show and the first time we ever tried to do this, that made for a lot of anxiety. But it all, once we hit that first note, it was just like,
There's a sense that like if we're gonna make this work, we just have to try a little bit harder than even we think is possible.
How the did we do that? How are we gonna, like, this never happened before. We're gonna shut down the most active street in all of Burlington for an entire day, and like our friends are gonna be, we're gonna play music and our friends are gonna be standing in the street drinking beers all day long. Phew. Like, what?
Just to see it through, couldn't seem to find a way My new beginning is free of doubt. Let go, but it's not create. Lately, all the pressure here is dissipating. Breathe out, breathe in, feel sustained. Ooh, well, I know that I know that you can make a difference. You caught my fall. I know that I know that you give it all. Oh, flashback, diversify the action. Blind me, I was shielded from the satisfaction. Making choices on my own. Man, headache, I was tangled up in confusion, ruin what I should be chosen. Darkest days that I have known. Ooh, I know that I know that you can make a difference. You caught my fall. I know that I know that you give it all. Oh, I know that I know that you can make a difference. You caught my fall. I know that I know that you give it all. Oh, I don't wanna live without you. I don't wanna live without you. I don't wanna live without you. Sing it. I don't wanna live without you. I don't wanna live without you. 1, 2, 3. I don't wanna live without you. I don't wanna live without you. Ooh, I don't wanna live without you. Ooh, live without you. You never won't try to fake it. Go for the motion just to see it through. Couldn't to find a way out, oh, the way out. I found you. You never won't try to fake it. Go for the motion just to see it through. Couldn't to find a way out, oh, the way out. I found you. Didn't ever won't try to fake it. Go for the motion just to see it through. Couldn't seem to find a way out, oh, the way out. I found you. I don't wanna live without you. I don't wanna live without you. Ooh, live without you.
Paying rent. It's good. That's where my map's at right now. That's the gold star. Paying rent and getting to eat tacos every day. That somebody else makes for me. I'm not gonna make them.
Vermont is an amazing place. People that are from here or are born here or move here, like more than any place I've been or heard of, people want to stay here or come back here to raise their kids. We have pretty deep state pride. Maybe part of it comes from being a smaller state with like fewer people, but I just also think there is a community mindedness in Burlington.
There's something magical about the size of this city and the types of people that either are from here or gravitate here from other places, because maybe they didn't fit in New Jersey, but they end up coming to Burlington or visiting for whatever reason, and they're not weirdos anymore because everyone's kind of weird here. And there's something remarkably insular in a great way about the winter, about the scope and size of the venues and the population here, where people get really, really good at music or any craft that they pursue, because there's a lot a lot of time to do that if you're not a skier. You can sit inside in the winter and just shred guitar, and or if you're me, geek out on music forums and learn about the various differences and intricacies between this type of microphone and this type of mic preamp and this software.
It's not just full of really cool musicians, it's like full of really good people who want to see each other do well. And when you play a show, you'll see a bunch of your musical friends in the crowd, and then when they play a show, you go see them, you know. So that's been a huge like support net for me, I guess.
Burlington has always felt like home to me. It's the best place in the world to come back to. I see beautiful pockets of the country, and I've been lucky enough to travel a good amount and find little gems of cities and towns that I love and see little bits of Burlington in, but there's no place that I'd rather come home. And if we can make it work from here and spread what makes Burlington so special in our little way anywhere that we go, that's the greatest accomplishment that we could ever hope for.
Love has inspired me for sure. It has over the years, but even more so now. And like wrapping my head around being a dad has been pretty wild and crazy. And I've written a lot to process those emotions and capture those emotions.
Take into account that there comes a time, we need to let it go. Join the ride, join the ride. Even if it's not what you had in mind, I'll admit I barely know what there is to know. Hardly pay attention to the overflow. Never been one for news. Living inside my head. But I decide to change when I try to hide it. False. Ignorance is red, nearly all my thoughts. But I desire to change when I try to hide it. Oh, I can't control my ways when I try to care. We need to let it go. Join the ride, join the ride. Even if it's not what you had in mind, through. Take into account that there comes a time. We need to let it go. Join the ride, join the ride. Even if it's not what you had in mind. You can see your life. Oh, See you inside. Thank you again. Peace. See you inside. Thank you again. Peace.
Was there a reason why I didn't go to Madaila on May? Was there a reason? Yes. Ask Ron. Ask Ron.
Vermont PBS, partnering with local filmmakers to bring you stories made here. For more, visit vermontpbs.org.